So this is my hectic weeknight meal. I just wanted to show you what the results were. This is our 30-minute chicken in the deep cover baker. I just pulled it out. And the most important thing you can do for any of your meat that you cook is to let it rest. Once it comes off the heat source, just let it sit for around 5 to 10 minutes. You'll have a much more tender, juicy piece of meat because it gives those juices a chance to redistribute throughout the meat. If you cut right into it, all the juices are just going to drain out and you'll end up with really dry chicken or steaks or pork chops. So with our deep cover baker, it's still pretty hot, so I'm going to use my little microwave grips. And look what a pretty chicken we got. All I did was just rinse it off, pat it dry, rub a tiny bit of oil, a little seasoning, and put it in the microwave. So you see how pretty that came out? And I'm going to show you another trick. So we've got all this beautiful broth. And if you're like me, I never knew how to get a big piece of meat out of the pan. So we're going to use the meat lifters. These are incredible. So this is what you really need for that Thanksgiving turkey or ham. So you just use the meat lifters. They're kind of like huge forks. And we're just going to lift this pretty chicken out of here and over onto, oh, it's trying to get away. We're going to lift it over here onto the cutting board. Whoops, kind of got it hung there. But see how pretty that meat is? So it's been resting. So you can kind of see, this is not a correct way to carve it, but see how juicy that is? Look at that. So it's delicious. So we're going to take the broth here. Now if it has kind of a little bit of fat, I sometimes will skim that off, but look at all the broth that's left. So you can save that, you can skim it and save it for chicken stock, freeze it, or just save it for another dish. So what we're going to do, we're going to make stuffing. So stovetop, this is another brand, so you just pour it in here. And then just mix it up. So just get it all worked in. Now you can make it fancy. You can put some chopped up apple or some dried cranberries, whatever you like in your stuffing. You can kind of throw that in here now. And we're going to take the lid, put the lid back on. And just let it sit. So in about 5 minutes, we're going to have dressing. So, well, if you're in the South, it's dressing. If you're from the North, I think you call it stuffing. So we're just going to leave that to sit here. And I wanted to show you how our spiralized vegetables came out. So I just sauteed these really lightly on the stovetop with a little olive oil and garlic. And look how pretty our vegetables are. Isn't that beautiful? So on a weeknight, you can throw together a roasted chicken and dressing dinner with fresh vegetables. Put your rolls in the oven. You've got a meal that you can really be proud of. So I hope you have enjoyed, and we're going to enjoy as family our meal that actually cost less than $10, and we didn't have to hit the drive-thru, and so we've got meat and vegetable and a little stuffing for all of our stuffing fans. So hope you enjoy and see you soon.